world. He defended Saddam Hussein, met with Osama bin Laden, but he was a fraud. That is right, how this fake lawyer fooled even the world's biggest villains. In London, a man who fooled the world's dictators into thinking he was an attorney has been convicted now of being a fake and a fraud.
Apparently pretty good at it. The jury found, though, that Giovanni Di Stefano was not a real lawyer, but he did manage to represent the likes of Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein and Serbia's Slobodan Milosevic. And he bragged about meetings with Osama bin Laden and Zimbabwean leader Robert Mugabe.
All right, so in-session computer Joey Jackson here. You're the real deal, are you not? How do we know,
I
Joey?
on TV.
Show us your certificates.
Here's my credentials, right?
How does this happen? How does this guy get away with something like this?
Unbelievably, it's easier than you might imagine. In fact, I Googled it for this segment. Fake lawyer, and my engine almost broke. There were so many things out there. Because what happens is two things that become important. One is people are very vulnerable, particularly when they're accused of crimes. So if they come to you and you look the part and you sell what they're buying, right, which is, you're going to get me out of this mess, then they'll say, okay, let's do it. And the other thing is when you go to court, Suzanne and Michael, you don't have to produce credentials.
You don't.
There's nothing at the time that you go into court. It's not like, okay, Mr. Jackson, show me your identification. The clients just do that after, okay? Once you don't have successful results in the case, now they want to know all about you. But before that, there's nothing you have to produce. So it's easier than you might imagine.
Have you ever come across attorneys who have faked it?
I would say a lot of people I know have faked it. I'm not talking about you, okay? But no, what happens is that the bar does from time to time, they evaluate their continuing legal education courses that you have to do. You have to submit them so that you could be an attorney in good standing. So goodness forbid you do this. This particular person we're talking about got 14 years, okay? So talk about penalty and crime. But so it's out there, and I would just say buyer beware. Search on your lawyer, make sure they're legit, make sure they're doing the right thing, because
they just show up.
Exactly. They show up and you have someone representing you who's not admitted. It's like going to a doctor, right? I'm going to do an operation on you, but you're not admitted to practice medicine, you wouldn't get operated.
So, Joey, we heard in this story, though, that this guy was pretty good.
Yeah,
they actually selected him over some other real guys, real lawyers.
And that's why you can avoid detection, because if you're good at what you do and you have the confidence of the people who you're working for, then they're not apt to report you. It's when things go amiss and they say, wait a second, you're not conversant with the real legal terminology, that they say, okay, we're going to check into you. And so that's why, check it out, search it out, make sure the person who's standing next to you is the real deal.
Big penalties in the U.S. for trying that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It varies by state, Michael, but without question, it's a felony offense when you're practicing law without a license, and so I wouldn't try it.
I was saying before, I've been faking being a journalist for 35 years.
Nah, you're the real deal. Michael and Suzanne.
He's okay. He's all right.
That is amazing. Yeah, the most amazing thing being how good he was, apparently. So, good. Good to see you, Joe.
Great to see you. Nice to be on with both of you.
Joey.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. There you go.
Exactly.
Tracing the steps of Jesus.